Welcome to part two. If you haven't watched that video, go and watch that video first. But welcome to part two, and we're gonna speak about friendship. Okay, this is gonna be more like a story time. And if you watch it, it's fine. Like I'm over it. I'm literally drained of it. But yeah, so this friend we met like what 2, 3 years ago, and I thought it was really fine. Like I thought it was okay. I just feel like we're not brought in the same way. Oh, if you guys haven't met me before I start, my name is Winnie and I like to do beauty and I like to talk. So don't forget to hit the button, like, and subscribe. Back to the story. Um, I just okay. I'm gonna start from the beginning. We met like 2, 3 years ago. The friendship was like we was just trying to get to know each other. Like it was cool, it was alright. It was just like a surface friendship for me. Like yes, I was like overshare. Sometimes I feel like I will overshare, but like that's just because she just kept asking me questions. And sometimes like to improve a friendship, you have to share your personal, life in a way. That's what I believe. You share what you can handle, not what you cannot handle. By the way, we started to get to know each other. It was alright. This girl started saying like, "Oh, let's just go on a holiday. Let's go to what's the thing again for Portugal? Afro-Nation. Yeah, let's go to Afro-Nation." And I was like, "Girl, do you know the prices?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just like what £700 for a ticket." And I was like, like I wasn't financially stable. Like I have other things to be worrying about, and affirmation is not the first thing. And also the way that she was planning things was just so crazy. Like I hate I hate when like unplanned people is it unplanned, untidy people. I don't know, like people that are not organized plan stuff because it just end up being messy. For me, she was telling me like, um, let's go to affirmation. I said okay, fine. Just let's just save up some money then. And I told her like well, and I'm not buying no tickets until we have a place to stay first. Because for me, it's like I'd rather have a place to stay first than buying the tickets and I don't have nowhere to stay. Because there's many people in the UK that have done that, and I've met like a lot of people from Spain. Like it will link back, it will make sense. So I told her like this girl like before buying the tickets, we have to find a place to stay and we have to like find a hotel because for me, I would like to find a hotel and it just gives me like how much I actually need to save. It just makes things easier for me, like just to like responsibly like know how much I'm gonna pay because imagine I buy the tickets and next thing like hotel is like 1,000, 2,000, and I'm like mm, I wouldn't be able to like say like okay this is actually what I want to do or this is actually what I don't want to do. So I would like to have everything planned before paying. Okay. So I told her that and she was like, okay, we're gonna find a hotel. And it's like the next 2 weeks she was like, oh, let's just pay for the tickets. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm definitely not gonna pay for the tickets until we have a place to stay. We're finding place to stay. Places to like, you know, places like it's near the hotel and like, stuff to do in the meantime while we're not doing so if we're not doing affirmation, we have like places near the hotel that we can do as well. So yeah, we're starting to look for hotels and hotel was really, really cheap. And we started to like look at those things like literally like near the time because from February, March, prices started to skyrocket like from 700 pounds to 1,000 something for tickets. And I'm like, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, because what the fuck is this? Like, why is it so expensive? So I told her, like, this is so expensive for me. Like, it's just reached a place where it's just like so expensive for me to afford. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to Afro Nation. And so she's like, okay, we're just gonna find alternative place to travel. And I said, all right, fine. This time I told her like this time we have to find a hotel first. Okay, we cannot. Well, there was nothing to. There's no Afro Nation tickets, and we were like, yeah, like so we have to find a place first before anything. We found a place, and then we also found the right ticket. And at that time, I wanted to do content as well. Like I wanted to do content. Find a place, and we bought the flight tickets. We just went to Spain. Yeah, yeah. My parents didn't let me, but I still did because boy, I'm 20. I'm 20, and I need to. experience in life. I cannot be stuck in it just because of the sake that it's just gonna make you happy. And I was having like bad discussions with them because of the fact that I just went to Spain. We went to Spain. We went to the hotel. The hotel was nice. I wanted to do content, but like I just felt like I just knew to myself like, let me not start yet. I had some videos of the hotel, but I wasn't I wasn't full on like posting content yet. So on that same night, we just went on a club, just wore makeup, got clubbing, and yeah, and it was such a vibe because we just met like girls from London, and we started dancing with them. Everything was good. I thought everything was good. Like the club is gonna be a problem. Trust me, the club is gonna be a problem. But I thought it was good. I thought like dancing with the girls was good. Like it was just giving like such a girly moment. Like I loved it. I love being the girls. Like yeah. Um. So we come back. We're home tired. Go to sleep. We have an activity day to do. We have like a motorbike thing to do. I tell this girl. She said that we're gonna start planning, getting ready 2 hours before the activity. You know what? And that's fine. She was rushing me. Rushing me. Oh, Winnie, are you done? Winnie, are you done? But she wasn't even rushing herself. She wasn't rushing her ass, right? She wasn't rushing her ass at all. She was just too like laid back for me in a way. I'm done, and this girl, she's not done yet. And I said, okay, girl, you gotta hurry up. Girl, you gotta hurry up, right? We're done, and we have like 1 hour and 30 minutes, more or less. And she was like, okay, we're gonna get the bus. I'm like, no, we'll get the bus when we come back because we don't know the place at all yet. Even though we're Spanish people, we cannot get the bus because this is a new city for us, so we cannot get the bus. We can explore the area once we get there. I told her, let's get a taxi. Let's get a taxi. She's like, okay. She goes ahead and said, like, no, let's go and get the bus. And this is the thing that kind of like pissed me off in a way because like we both saying one thing, we both saying one thing, no, we both saying different things. Sorry, we both saying different things, and we're not coming to a conclusion. She's saying yes, but she switches saying like, "Oh, we're gonna do this." So I was like, you know what? It's whatever. It's whatever. Like, okay, let's just take the bus because we still have like a lot of time. 1 hour and a half should be good enough for us to reach a place because it only takes 45 minutes. Have that in mind. We enter the bus, and the bus says that we need to have like a ticket. Oh, I even have it with me. We need to get this. They don't take contactless. We need to get this so that we can tap in and get into the bus ride, right? And I said, like, okay, right. Where do we do that? She was like, oh, there's around the city like there's this, right? So we said, okay, we're gonna do that. So we come off the bus. We try to find a machine that give us tickets. We have to put money, and the machine will just give us a ticket, right? And that machine didn't work. So I said, let's just book a taxi. And another bus just came in. I don't know. It's just like I don't really remember well, but another bus just came in and we just entered the bus and like the ticket don't really work. So the driver was really nice enough for us to like, get in. So now we have like 1 hour and 10. The trip to city center, it took us like it wasn't city center, but like it was a little bit past city center. It took us like 30 minutes, yes. So that means we have from 110, we have to like 40 minutes. 40 minutes, yeah. So it's fine because the bus ride is 15 minutes now. From we have to take a second bus, and that would take us like 15 minutes. So it's fine. We can still find. We can be a little bit late, so it's fine. It's no problem. So we started finding like a place to do the machine, and again, the machine didn't work. No machine produced a ticket. And I told this girl we should have gotten a taxi because yet still we don't know the place like that. We don't know the place, and it's better to be safe than sorry. Then she says, yeah, because none of the ticket machine is working. We start like asking for taxis in town, and I feel like this is the thing about Spanish people. Like it's a little bit racist, but we asked for a cab first, but it's even a black man, right? A black man saw us. He said no, but a white girl passed, and he said yes, come in. and that shit got me frustrated so much. Like,
My head is splitting, man. Sorry. Oh God, what kind of sudden headache is this? Sorry, my dear.
like we were there first, and you say no because what? Because we're black. Anyways, so we started saying, "Hey, taxi, taxi, por favor, acá, 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 por favor, por favor." None. We asked more than 15 taxis. None. We called the taxi line. None. Uber. Uber in Palma de Mallorca is very expensive. Like, why am I paying £64 for a 15 minutes drive? What the fuck is that? She tried to call the center and say like, oh, we're gonna be late. They're like, okay, so you have 20 minutes till you get here, right? And then we called the line again, tried to see if we're gonna get a taxi, and that shit didn't happen. Then she starts saying like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you're not mad at me. Like, this is not my fault. There's no taxis, and there's no, um, we didn't know that. What's it called? The machines ain't gonna work." I said, "Yeah, it's not your fault. Because at the end of the day, if the machines work, would have been there at the same time. Like, I wasn't fully blaming her, but like I wasn't far off wrong. Like, we would have been there if we would have booked a taxi from the hotel, because the hotel calls a taxi and they have like a strict priority. So we would have been there anyways, right?" And I told her like, "No, it's not your fault. It's fine." Because that £60 that I paid for that motorbike, I wanted to take good pictures on that motorbike and post it on my gram. I said, "It's fine. Just stop saying sorry, because you're pissing me off. Like, just take it easy. Like, don't keep pushing it." She was like, "Okay." And she was like, "Oh, we can do something in the night later, right?" And I said, "Okay, sure, sure, it's fine. Let's go clubbing." And I said, "Right." So we go to the same club. It was a little bit dead, right? Because the girl was not there. The girls just left. And then there was this black guy that, like, was explaining us about the Afro Nation. Like, he bought the ticket, we didn't have a place to stay. So that's what I'm saying. Girl was right. Girl was right, because the hotel would be booked, the hotel would be expensive. So where are we supposed to stay? Hmm? At the river? I mean, at the beach? Like, where are we supposed to stay? So I was like, you see, girl, this is what I'm saying. Like, we should find a place to stay first, and then we buy the tickets, okay? Or we can just have everything planned and know how much we need to save, and then put it for this date. And if it goes a little bit above the budget, it's still fine, because we can just push it a little bit more, right? That's what I told her. That's what I told her. And yeah, so we started talking like with the guy, and just to find out where he's from, whatever, whatever, whatever. So we had like a disagreement. Like, I feel like it was a fun disagreement. Like, it was okay disagreement. Like, he says that our culture ate this. And I said, no, our culture doesn't really eat this. And she was like, okay, go and ask your dad then. Like, ask your dad, and he will tell you. She knew damn well not to bring my dad, because we had an issue. My dad has an issue, and me and my dad don't really talk. And then I said, girl, my dad, because he was English, right? We both are Spanish. So I told her in English, girl, my dad and I don't really talk. What are you saying? Like, why are you telling us you talk to my dad? Right? So that he has to educate me about my culture. Like, why do you have to? So then she was like, oh, girl, I forgot. I didn't mean it like that. And I'm like, yeah, you didn't mean it like that, but you still said it, and I found it very disrespectful, because I told you I don't want you to mention. I don't want no one to mention my dad. Like, when I hear my dad, ew, you know. So I told her, and she was like, "Oh, Winnie, you speaking Spanish, you're making him uncomfortable." I'm like, "Okay, I don't really care." I literally tell in English, "I don't really care. You made me uncomfortable. You disrespect my boundaries, and I don't like the fact that you mentioned my dad. And I told you that how I feel about the situation." So she said that she's sorry, and I said, "Okay, it's fine." After apologizing, after a while, I said, "It's fine. Let's just go to the club." So I'm just gonna summarize this bit, because the video is getting a little bit long. Okay. So from those clubs, have in mind, I don't have data, because my mom is paying like my phone plan. So if I have to add data on my phone, I will have to tell my mom to like tell the company, call the company and say that they want data on my phone, right? And because I'm not in charge of I'm not in charge of the plans, I cannot add data or I cannot remove any data. So I didn't have no data on the holiday. So I couldn't call, I couldn't text, nothing. I can only do that when I'm in the hotel. If I don't have a way to communicate, yeah, she's gonna leave me in the club. Yeah. But she started dancing. We started dancing together. Yay! Okay, we started dancing together, and it was okay. Like the father thing kind of ruined my vibe, but yeah, we started dancing together, and she started dancing with the boys, and I said it's fine, it's fine. Like enjoy herself because at the end of the day she's single. She has to live her life. I was in a relationship at that time, so she has to live her life. You know what? Let her do her thing. Let her talk to niggas. Um, but yeah, it was becoming a thing where it was getting a little bit often and often. So one day we actually we went to the club, the same club, because the man told her like we should go to this fucking club again. And I tell this girl, we've been 3 days in that club. Can we not switch it up? Are you not getting tired? Huh? I said, let's go to Shanghai Club, and she said like, no, we've been to this club, and she was the one that said that we need to change club before this man told him that we should go to that club again. You see, this is why I hate pick me bitches. Like, but anyways, we were at a club. We went to the back of the club, and again, she was dancing with the guys, and it just started to piss me off. So I started to stand in the corner, and I was like, you know what? The song is just the same. So it's like, what am I even supposed to be enjoying? The DJ is not even DJing the songs properly, right? And that music was not given for me. So we started like dancing more with the boys again, and this time I cannot find her. Like I was like, where the fuck did she went? I had her 1 minute here, and then now she's here, and also because she's petite, it's so hard for me to find. So like I started to panic a little bit, like saying like, where the fuck she went? Like if something happened to her, like and then just to find out that she's dancing with a man. And I'm like, girl, if you're going somewhere, tell me. I will give you the space, like, but like, tell me. Then I'm not in the mood because my stomach is getting upset. Like, I'm feeling like I want to puke. And not because I drank alcohol. No, it's just like the vibe, like everything is just. So I feel like I want to go home because I'm feeling like lightheaded. My stomach is upset. She's like, okay. So we're starting to leave. I reach by the door, and I'm like, where's this girl? Why is she not behind me? Like, where is she? I don't see her. I wait outside for like 5 minutes. The guard asked me if I'm okay, and I said yes, it's fine, don't worry. I wait another 5 minutes. She still is not coming out. I said okay, another 5 minutes. 5 minutes don't pass, and I found that she's talking to a man. I don't know where she was. Oh yes, I was looking through the club. I was like, where the fuck is she as well? So I went to the club looking for her, just to find out that she was talking to another man. So she looked at me in shock, and she was like, oh, hold on. And I said, okay. I go outside, sit down the stairs, and wait for her to finish. She haven't finished. I go back inside and I said, let's go. And it's like, she asked me, Winnie, are you okay? And I said, what do you think? What do you think? She was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I remember very much sorry. Like, she started to blame it on her ADHD, like saying that she doesn't have like notion of time. And if I don't communicate to her, she won't be able to understand. I said, okay. But I'm not talking to you tonight, right now because I'm not in the mood. We'll talk when we get home. So I called my man at that time because he's now my ex. If you watch part one, but I called my man and explained the situation where she wasn't being a girl, and she wasn't being mindful. Like if anything happened to me or if anything happened to her, I wouldn't be able to reach out to her, and then my parents would have been right about me not traveling, and also like I would have to tell her parents like, sorry, I couldn't get a hold of her. Like anything could have happened to us because at the end of the day, I don't have data, so how am I supposed to communicate? And I don't know her number by memory. So yeah, I was explaining that to my man at the time, and I was explaining to him that Every time this girl would just be dancing with boys. Every time, and she was telling me, oh, she's a dancer and all this. Like she likes to dance, and I'm like, okay, you can still dance with me, or you can still dance. Like that doesn't give you the fact. That doesn't give you the right to leave your friend on a club with other niggas that's trying to move to me. Like no, like that's not what you're supposed to do. Like that doesn't give you the right to do that. Like it doesn't really matter, right? Like my head was calmed down, so I could talk to her. Talked to her like the situation. She's telling me like, oh, sorry about my dad thing, like yada yada whatever. Then she's telling me like, sorry about the club thing, like she won't do it again. Like she's learned from the mistake and so on. And now she hears where the point I'm coming from, because at the end of the day, it's just for safety reasons. Like it's just for safety. Okay. Next day comes. We have an activity to do. She said that she wanted to go to like this place, like a palace or something, because it's like a museum type of palace. We have to wake up early. And I'm a person that values my sleep in, even if it's a holiday, sorry, I still need to sleep my 8 hours. I still need to sleep my 8 hours. I said, if we're going to go club this night, we have to leave around 4 so that we can wake up early. She said, okay. So we leave around 4, and one of the guys approached her. It was an American guy and a French guy, right? It was a small talk, and it's fine. That small talk was like 1 hour. It wasn't a small talk of, I'm saying small talk because it's a small talk for her. But I said, okay, it's time to go. 1 hour passed. From that, another set of men comes. They start talking. It's 5 now. 5 to 9 a.m. They've been talking. And I'm not gonna say like I haven't been talking, but I was also looking at her like it's it's 7 p.m. right, it's 7 a.m. right now. Like I was giving her like the time, yeah. Um, but if I didn't say like it was time to go, we wouldn't have left till 11. I'm telling you this right now. And she was the one that said that we have to wake up and then we have to do this. And I said, okay, by 4 we need to leave then. 9 a.m. I got the taxi. I fell asleep. And I'm not waking up to go 12:30 to a place where you were interested, but you cannot respect yourself and you can respect your time. You can respect your friend's time and your own time. So I even called my mom that day as well. And it was like, what the fuck are you doing waking up? Why the fuck are you up till like 9 a.m.? Like, what? So you haven't had sleep? And I was like, no, I explained the situation and I was like, yeah, she's just a boy pleaser. Like she's literally a boy pleaser. So I got fed up. Like I just got so fed up. And then also like I feel like when I was like making my point, it was being dismissive. Like at this point there was no point of like arguing or discussing it because I was so over it. These actions. Like this is why sometimes holidays break or make a friendship. And this one breaks definitely. We got into the plane, right? And I realized when we traveled in the first time, she said like, oh, she always get the window seat because she feels like fatigue or whatever, like something okay, like dizzy or something like that. So she always get the window seat. I said okay, and half of my window seat is more expensive. So this time, coming back home, the window seat is next to the exit, so it's very tight. Have in mind, I'm 5'9". She's like what 5'4", 5'4", 5'3". So she goes inside, right? Then she comes back saying like, "Oh no, sorry, this is your seat." Then I sit down and I start to think, why am I sat down in the window seat? I thought, I don't know, like I just clocked, like I'm sat down in the window seat. I'm not supposed to be sat down in the window seat because this girl get dizzy. I look at my tickets and she's sitting down where I'm supposed to be sitting down. And then my knees was hurting because it was so tight. I'm 5'9". It was so tight. It wouldn't have been tight for her because she's small and she doesn't have that much size. But my knees was so tight. The window seat was for her, and she started to fall asleep on my shoulder. And I started to reminisce everything that has passed in the holiday. And I said, I am definitely gonna call her off. I'm definitely gonna call her off. She lied to me. She know what she's doing, and she's just acting oblivious.
No, 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 no. It's over. No, 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 no. Puerto Rico, what is it now? Tell me. I said, consider this over.
So she goes to we go to Glasgow airport, or Edinburgh airport, sorry. She was like, "Oh, when you get home, call me, yeah." And she was like, "I hope you enjoy, like, I hope you everything is okay, yada yada. You can call me, yeah. You can call me, yeah." Right? And I didn't call. She called me, and then I was on my phone, and I said, "Oi, I can't be your friend anymore." And she started to like say, "Why, yada yada?" And like, we've been friends for 3 years, like it's been long, like no. And I said, I don't care. Like three, four, five, six, like the disrespect was too much. And she was like, oh, sorry, like I have ADHD. Like you know that I don't have notion, what's it called, notion of time. I don't be aware of certain stuff. And I said, ADHD or not, my sister has ADHD and autism, and she still knows what she's doing. If she see me that I'm upset, she will say sorry, and she will not do it again. And if a situation happens like that, she won't do it again. So that happened. I tell like straight up everything that happened in the holiday. She was like, let's just have a break. Like we don't have to, we can just go for a month or so not talking until you feel comfortable. I said, okay, fine. So I didn't talk to her for like a month until her birthday. I didn't talk to her on her birthday. I didn't even say happy birthday because I was already done with the friendship. And I blocked her and everything because it's something I don't tolerate. I was talking to before we went to the plane. We had like a massage thing, a massage therapy, and there was like a oil that I wanted to choose. She said that she loved um let's just give names because I don't remember. So let's say I smell velvet, right? I smell velvet, and I really like velvet. I really loved it. And my second smell that I also loved was sensual smell, right? So we have velvet and sensual. So she says first, oh, I like velvet. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, I love sensual. So the massage therapist used velvet for her and sensual for me. So after that, we started to speak with the cashier, and I said, "Oh, are you Latina?" And then the person said like, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." And I was like, "Oh, so you must be Argentinian or something, right?" And she's like, "Yes, yes, yes." And then this girl jump in and says, oh, I always knew. I watched Violeta, yada yada. And then she's saying, oh, Winnie, I don't know if you could tell, but I could tell she was Latina after I said it first. After I said this and that, and then my conversation with her just got swapped over, and she started talking over me, and she started to make me feel like the points that I said is not like I said it in the first place. Like she's just over. It's like she's disregarding what I said. As if she actually find out I was the one that said if she was Latina, and I was the one if she was saying that she's Argentinian. So she started to saying like, oh, she's obsessed with the culture, saying like, oh, I'm watching Violeta, yada yada. Like, yeah, okay, whatever, bitch. So I got the oil, I got the oil from the therapist, and I got the sensual that I use because I still like it, even with my second option. And guess what? Guess what she got? Instead of getting the velvet that she really like, she got the sensual one. So that was concluded for me. Like this girl has a problem. Like I don't know. I just that felt weird for me, and I don't know. I know, but I feel like I'm not gonna say it on the internet. But I just feel like yeah, it's whatever. It's definitely done. That's the friendship that I don't want to keep. I don't want to longer be in. So yeah. So I cut it off, and I just don't think I was harsh. But what do you guys think? What do you think guys think about this scenario? Just put it down in the comments. Because for me, I just thought that I did the right thing, and I dodged myself a bullet. Oh, and let me not say before I end this video, every time I was on FaceTime, she was like, oh, I didn't know your man was there. Oh, sorry, was your man there? And she'll be like taking a panty or something like that. Like, girl, please. But whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And what do you guys think about this friendship? Was I on the right or was I on the wrong? You tell me. But bye.